Dogs are not just man's best friend, but they're a great friend to the environment. They help keep the streets clean, and they're also a great way to get some exercise. The emotional support that comes with having a canine companion is priceless, and it can make all the difference when you're feeling down. There are many incidents happened when dog saved his owner's life. One soldier stationed out in Afghanistan found that out the hard way then. Your heart will break when you find out 3 dogs sacrificed their lives to save him, and you won't believe how he repaid them. Chris Duke is an American soldier that was stationed out in Afghanistan. It was a stressful environment to be in as he was in the middle of a war. The American military base could also be very lonely at times. One day, Duke was greeted by 3 stray dogs. He was happy to see them and decided to pet them and feed them. However, he knew he couldn't let them just walk away. He fed them a few more times and played with them whenever he would see them. Then he gave them the nickname Sasha, Rufus, and Target. It was a very strong bond from the beginning. Eventually, Duke decided to bring the 3 strays with him back to the military base. There, they kept him company with their sweet and friendly demeanor. Little did Duke know that they would soon save his life. The soldiers all sided with Duke on letting the dogs stay at the base. At the base, the dogs would be safer, and these men loved having the dogs around. They brought them all a lot of comfort during such a hard time. On one February night, however, the dogs would do more than just serve as comfort animals. At that night, the dogs began to bark violently and non-stop. They were alerting everyone to a bad situation. It seemed that a suicide bomber had broken into the military base. The dogs attacked the suicide bomber immediately. He was unable to reach the main part of the base where all of the soldiers were sleeping. The bomber ended up blowing himself up before he could harm any of the 50 soldiers sleeping inside. Unfortunately, the dogs didn't all make it out okay after the attack. One of them didn't even survive. Unfortunately for poor Sasha, the injuries that she sustained were so bad that she didn't make it out alive. Rufus and Target, however, were still alive, but were in critical condition. Chris was heartbroken when he had to leave to go home 1 month later. Chris returned home with a heavy heart. He didn't feel right leaving the dogs behind, so he decided to write a letter to Hope for Warriors. He asked them if there was any way he could get the dogs shipped over to the United States.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
This was going to mean a lot to him. Robin Keller, president of Hope for the Warriors, told CBS News, "So, whatever we needed to do to get this wish done, we were going to do that." So, the organization got to work on helping Duke's dream come true. The organization worked hard to get the dogs over to the United States. Eventually, they raised an amazing $21,000 that would be used to bring the dogs overseas. The dogs then embarked on their long trip. Rufus and Target were then shipped over to the United States. They finally arrived in Atlanta, Georgia, where Chris was reunited with them. It was an emotional reunion. It was truly an emotional reunion for both Chris and the dogs. They were all so happy to see each other again. Chris couldn't believe his eyes when he finally saw the dogs. "I was pretty much in disbelief up until the moment I saw them," he told CBS News. "So, where are the dogs going to live now?" Rufus is going to be living with Chris and his wife. Target is going to be adopted by the Army medic who saved the dog's life after he was injured by the explosion. Chris is incredibly excited. "To think that I'm going to have him for the rest of my life. It's exciting," Chris said. "I firmly believe I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for him." Chris is eternally grateful to the dogs. "There isn't a doubt in my mind that the dogs saved my life," Chris said. Not only did the dogs save his life, they also saved the lives of all the soldiers that were on the base as well. The effects of war can take a serious toll on soldiers' lives. It's very hard to be in that kind of situation. And the dogs were able to lift up their spirits by providing the soldiers with friendship when they needed it most. These dogs risked their lives for their friends who are on the base and military camp. Chris was grateful to these dogs and wanted to return the favor. Bringing them to America is his way of saying thank you, and he only hopes they'll be happy here. I hope you like this video. Then please share and subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to never miss the video from our channel. Thank you.